Hi, kindergarten parents, and welcome to the 2020-2021 Kindergarten Parent Informational Meeting. Due to the COVID-19 crisis, we are not able to hold our typical parent orientation meeting. Trust me, we would much rather be seeing you in person, answering your questions, and having dialogue about the great school year that your child is about to have. We hope this video provides some of that information and guidance about kindergarten. And some of the things we will be covering include programming kindergarten versus young kindergarten. So in other words, what's the difference between young kindergarten and kindergarten? How do I find out whether my student should be a young kindergartner or kindergartner? And how do we together make the best decision for your child? Also, school placement, how your child's school is determined. In other words, is it south? Is it west? Is it Grandview? Is it central? Is it east? Is it Cummings? All of those decisions, including Century Park, of course, all those decisions and how they are determined as far as the attendance area for your child. Completing the enrollment process, how does that take place? What are timelines, and how do I make sure that you have, as a school, the documents that you need? Important health and medical information, food service and our school meal programs, how they operate, transportation and busing, how that takes place. We'll also talk about our Treehouse childcare program and our before and after school childcare options that we have. Preparing for kindergarten, what can you do as a parent to get your child ready for that kindergarten experience that they're about to have? And of course, where to find contact information for any questions you might have. Normally, our goal in this meeting is to make sure that any question you have is answered, and we still hold true to that. If you have questions, we want to hear about them, because our goal is, if your questions are answered, then that is just more comfortable you'll be with the school experience in the fall, and thus the more confident and comfortable your child would be as they enter school. So all of those things will be presented to you. A little bit about our district. I'm sure many of you know a great deal about our district. This is my 6th year as a superintendent, and I can honestly say there's no better school district than Granville Public Schools. A lot of other people out there think so. As an example, niche.com ranks Granville one of the top school districts in the nation. Also, Grand Rapids Magazine ranked us as one of the top 2 districts in West Michigan, which is, again, a great honor. And just so you know, our focus here is, our mission is impacting lives by producing successful lifelong learners. What a successful lifelong learner is, yes, includes the learning experiences they get in the classroom, but also we really value the importance of kids being connected to activities outside of the school day, whether it be sports, clubs, church activities, the importance of being connected with their peers during that time, and the importance with being connected with other adults really helps, because it does take a village to raise and educate a child. So those are very important things. You will be going through the areas that I mentioned. On behalf of Granville Public Schools, I want to welcome you and your child entering school. Some of you I know are first-time parents of school children that'll be going through. And again, if you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me or one of our great staff. If you're a veteran, you've had kids that have gone through, you probably pretty much know the ropes. However, there will be a lot of information that will be forthcoming, especially dealing with this COVID-19 issue. There will be many scenarios and unique things that we'll have to discuss and we'll want to discuss. So please know, no matter the situation, I know right now a lot of people are wondering and maybe have a little fear about what the world is going to look like in a few months, let alone school in the fall. But I assure you that no matter what you want for your child, we will be able to provide it. We are looking at multiple scenarios for quality education. The most, to us, the most valuable and the one we want more than anything is for our kids to be back at school with us and our parents to be back to school with us. So we're going to do everything we can to make that possible. We also will have quality learning experiences should that not be available for your child beginning in the fall. Again, we will have more conversation about that. On behalf of our staff and our community, welcome to the Granville experience that we will have for the 2020-2021 school year. And as I mentioned, you will now be provided some valuable information. Take care and have a great day.
Granville Public Schools offers full-day programming for both kindergarten and young kindergarten. Young kindergarten is similar to what some consider a Young Fives program for younger students who qualify for kindergarten but may need an extra year of development before the full kindergarten program. Young kindergarten immerses children in the kindergarten curriculum but focuses on essential skills to ensure preparation for kindergarten the following year. Young kindergarten is typically reserved for younger students with birth dates after August 1. If you are not sure about the best placement for your child, please reach out to our offices and we will discuss the best options. Please make sure to complete the parent input form that is included within the enrollment process. While we are not able to complete screening assessments due to COVID-19, this will provide our staff with important background about your child. This information will be shared with your child's school for classroom and teacher placement. The boundaries for Granville Public Schools include more than just the city of Granville and stretch from parts of Wyoming in the south into Walker in the north. There are 7 total elementary schools. Century Park Learning Center and Grandview Elementary serve families in the southern areas. Central, East, South, and West Elementaries are in the city of Granville, and Cummings Elementary is our northern school in the Walker-Standale area. We believe in neighborhood schools and use local boundary areas as the first factor to determine school placement. This means your child will likely attend the school closest to your home's location and neighborhood. Placements are decided to help balance numbers and keep class sizes as low as possible. In addition to home location, we consider other factors when assigning school placement. As mentioned, do you live in a school's attendance area? Does your child have a sibling who already attends an elementary school? Keeping families together is prioritized. Do you live in the district? And are you a school of choice placement from outside the district boundaries? School placement information will be shared later this summer once enrollment nears completion. You can expect information from your child's school at the beginning of August. We utilize an online enrollment process. You can find the link to begin enrollment at our website, gpsbulldogs.org. Click on the blue Enroll at GPS box at the top left of our homepage. There are a number of forms that are required to complete the enrollment process. You will need a certified birth certificate, a fall birth date waiver if your child's birth date is after September 1, the most recent immunization record, 2 forms of residency. This must be documentation that connects to your address. It cannot be a driver's license. Hearing and vision screening, medical appraisal form, and a health appraisal form. It is helpful if you collect these documents prior to beginning the enrollment process, and the process does take some time. Please plan on at least 30 minutes to complete the full enrollment. We will contact you if any information is missing, but please make sure to electronically sign and submit to complete the enrollment application. If you have any questions, our staff is happy to help. Just call 254-6584 and leave a detailed message. Someone will return your call promptly. Your child's health and safety are our top priority. There are a number of forms required for enrollment to help us prepare for a safe school year. The health appraisal must be completed after your child turns 5. If this happens after registration, please complete the online registration and submit the forms after their birth date. Other medical forms include the medical information form, immunization records or completed waiver, and the hearing and vision screening. If you are not able to complete any of these forms due to the current pandemic, please contact our office, and we will work to complete your registration and submit the documentation as quickly as possible. All the required forms can be accessed at our website, gpsbulldogs.org. Click the Parents tab on the top menu bar, then select the Health option. You will see forms listed under the Health and Medical heading. Additional medical information, including specific individual health plans, will be completed once your child is enrolled and before starting school. We will work proactively to address all medical needs like food and other allergies, diabetes, and any others. If your child has a specific medical condition or need, we will work with you to complete an individual plan before school begins. You can contact one of our school nurses if you have any questions prior to the start of school. We have a specific policy that requires any treat brought to share with a class must be store purchased and unopened. Our food service department provides full breakfast and lunch meals at each of our schools daily. Our district participates in the National Food Service Program, which provides free or reduced meals to those families who qualify. Both lunch and breakfast are part of this program. We encourage all families to apply, especially during these unpredictable and uncertain economic times. Applications are completed online at lunchapp.com and are completely confidential. All student meal accounts are electronic and cash-free. You can set up your child's account at sendmoneytoschool.com. With this account, you can add money whenever necessary and view all account purchase history. Our food service department is active in managing food allergies and works closely with our district nurses and food suppliers to meet student nutrition and medical needs. Bus transportation is available to students who live in the district. To qualify, students must live greater than 1 mile from their school. Bus stops are established by location and must have the same location each morning and afternoon. Students are able to have different locations for morning and afternoon, but must be the same each day. We are not able to vary the location for different days. Childcare locations can be used for transportation. They must be located within the child's school boundary area. Safety is our highest priority. For this reason, an adult must be visible at the bus stop for kindergarten and young kindergarten students after school. If your child has an older sibling, arrangements can be made for them to escort the younger sibling home from the bus stop. Bus stop locations and times will be shared before school begins in August. If you have any questions prior to this, please email our transportation department at transportation@gpsbulldogs.org. Before and after school childcare is available at many of our elementary schools. At schools where the program is not available, transportation is available to the nearest location. Childcare runs from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and is open on snow days. Contact and enrollment information can be found on the district website, gpsbulldogs.org. As you look ahead to your child's start of kindergarten, there are a number of things you can do to help prepare for a successful beginning. First, read together aloud daily. This is one of the most important indicators of early reading success. Play games together. Allow your child to write, but don't spell for them. Inventive spelling is an important part of developing skills of letter-sound correspondence. Rhyme and play rhyming games. Explain consequences for good and bad choices. Talk with your child. Ask them questions and require them to give thoughtful responses. Draw, color, cut, and create. This is important for developing both fine and gross motor skills. Count together and help them learn to understand number value. There are a number of ways to stay informed and connected, both now and once school begins. First, once school begins, communicate actively with your child's teacher via phone or email. Never hesitate to reach out to the teacher if you have any questions, concerns, or wonderings. Be sure to read newsletters and updates from the school. Make sure to provide your mobile telephone number and email address within the registration system and to your child's school whenever they change. We send a variety of important communications electronically, and this allows you to stay informed quickly. Connect to our district website and social media sites. Finally, be sure to contact your child's school or our district office if you ever have any questions before or once school begins. We are here to work together with you to ensure your child's learning and positive school experience.